Good morning. I bid to Dr. Ong and my fellow friends. Okay. So today we are going to present inventory management system. So this is our group members. The first is me myself, Nuzul Iffah. Next Farah. The third is Nor Aqilah, and the last one Andy. Next. Okay. So we are going to present. The first is introduction of 7-Eleven. The second is the current inventory system that used in 7-Eleven. The third is strength and weaknesses of the current inventory system. And the last is the suggestion of system that can be used in the 7-Eleven. Next, so I'm going to present the introduction. Okay, what is the 7-Eleven? 7-Eleven Malaysian Neighborhood is pioneer and the largest 24 hours convenience store operator in Malaysia. The nature of business is merchandise business, in which buy and sell business. For example, the 7E, we purchase the inventory at the wholesale price and then sell the same inventory at retail price. 7E also operate 24 hours. Next, who are the major competitors of the 7-Eleven? Okay, the first competitor is My News, the second is Family Mart, and the last one is KK Supermart. KK Supermart. This is because this business operate 24 hours and also delivers mostly the same product and services. For example, food and beverage. Okay, the next is product and services. The main product of 7E is food and beverages. Besides that, 7E also deliver um, the mobile payment reload and also of the mobile phone, TNG, and also the online game. They also provide the bill payment services. Next is the strategy of 7-Eleven. The first strategy is focus on modernizing and refreshing the store throughout the Malaysia. This is because 7E want to maintain image and true convenience experience across the existing network. 7E will open 165 new stores in different regions and closing 41 unprofitability stores. The shutdown of unprofitable store because they have changes of trade area and the unprofitable store no longer profitable to run. Okay, from the supply chain perspective, the 7E will establish consistent fulfillment to the store and at the same time, 7E able to minimize the cost to achieve the higher incomes. The last strategy of 7E is show commitment to digitalize in business. This is because the 7E want to achieve better understanding of customer and employ latest technology to meet their needs. For example, switch to the Android handheld devices in store, digital maintenance reporting system, and the last is creation of human resource information system, HRIS. And the 7E also want to engage with the Amazon Web Services to move the data center to cloud. According to one of the manager of 7E store, he said that Zebra is one of the Android handheld devices that can be used in the 7-Eleven store. Next, I will pass to the next presenter.
Thank you, Ifa. Now I will proceed with the current techniques that is used by 7E. So next slide. According to the manager of 7-Eleven Serban to Malaysia, they has used the periodic inventory system. Generally, there are three systems related to inventory management, which are the manual inventory system, periodic inventory system, and perpetual inventory system. The periodic inventory system is the intermediary in terms of the level of difficulty and technology requirements. Periodic inventory systems enable the inventory to be tracked manually and periodically at regular intervals. This can be supported as 7-Eleven will have the monthly audit going on in each of its branches to check for the inventory counts, whether it is as listed on the system or not. Next slide. Nowadays, barcodes have greatly improved the periodic inventory system because the frequency of checking or counting the inventory can be reduced due to the reliance on the barcoding systems. Barcoding systems are used when the customers pay for the items. The point of sale system will automatically deduct the items bought by the customers. Then a central computerized tracking system will help managers to review products information, update the inventory levels, and assist stocks reordering. In addition, the store was assisted by the Android handheld device in store to record the inventory in and out, check prices and promotion and quantity of inventory in store. This Android system can be accessed by the employees and manager. Meanwhile, only the manager can access in the in-store processing system. This ISP system enables the manager to manage the ordering process, scan data, payroll, know more details about the sales activity, detail amount and information of the inventories and more. However, it has been long since the system has been introduced and is still being used in the current period. It is not appropriate for 7-Eleven to be implementing the current techniques when there are obviously better techniques being introduced now. Next, I will pass to Aqilah to proceed with the presentation.
Thank you, Farah. Okay, I'll be presenting about the strengths and weaknesses of the current technique. Okay, next. Okay, one of the strength of the periodic inventory system is there is no permanent employer required for physical counting of merchandise inventory. This is cost saving, and the implementation of this system is straightforward since it involves fewer documents and easier calculation in which it is effective to reduce costs and minimize staffing. Okay. Moreover, this system is only required essential information and collection tools such as pen, paper, and which did not require costly or complicated equipment. Next, this system can be used for all business organizations, large or small, dealing with specific or a variety of goods. For example, 7-Eleven is a large organization that deals with a variety of goods such as foods, drink, and bill payment services. Besides, this system shows the information of stock merchandise such as the quantity of stock. The information on the quantity of stock is reliable due to the stock taking of merchandise is done on a particular date, which is monthly. Furthermore, under this system, normal activities of the business are not hampered since the stock taking is done monthly. The quantity of the stock is reliable. Next, I'll move on to the weaknesses of the current system. We have found from the application of the periodic inventory system, the first weakness is the disruption of business activity due to physical counting of merchandise stock. But this situation is not applicable in 7-Eleven store because we found out that the sales of the day did not get affected by the counting of physical stock. Secondly, the constraint of time in counting the merchandise stock. Due to the limited time, the staff needs to count the stock hurriedly, and this is the consequence of not reporting the data in real time. Thirdly, there are opportunities for fraud, forgery, and corruption to happen. This is because the company did not exercise control or monitor over the merchandise or stock continuously. This situation was worsened by not having segregation of duties and over-dependent on one person, which is the manager. Over-dependent on one person to perform many tasks. But last but not least, there are difficulties in reconciling the number of stocks at hand and the number of stocks recorded in the books of account, if such differences exist. It is hard for the source of the differences. It is hard to detect the source of differences since the stock is physically counted monthly. According to the manager, the difference usually was from the theft done by the staff or the customers, or there might be an incident where the staff was has made a mistake of not scanning the items sold. As an example, the staff did not scan the item for the buy one free one promotion. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter, Andy.
Okay, so hi, I am going to present about the suggestion of a new system to replace the current system. So moving on, next slide. Okay, so for the periodic inventory system, we suggest a perpetual system. So a perpetual system is a system that you can continuously keep track of your inventory balances. Your cost of goods sold account will be updated automatically after each sales using the POS system, the point of sale system. So you can check your data in real time, which means in any time you can check how much inventory level you have left in your stock in your hand. So which is different from the previous system where you have to check every month to ensure that the inventory level that you're having now is correct according to your record. So the benefit is first is that you can identify inventory related errors. So when you are counting stock count your inventory, you are more easier to identify the sources of the errors. And then secondly, you have a higher degree of inventory control because you can check your inventory level at any time. So you know, and you can even set an alarm when a certain inventory drop until a certain level, and it will give you an alert so you can stock up your inventory in timely fashion. And then thirdly, you can prevent problems like theft because you have now a better control of your inventory. I think your staff wouldn't be so brave to steal things anymore. And then secondly, we have another suggestion for 7-Eleven to replace their barcode system, which is RFID tags, which is radio frequency wave tag which should be put on the products on the inventory, just like the barcode. So unlike the barcode, which we have to send directly on the barcode, the RFID tag will just you don't have to like pointing it directly, okay? Just under the sensor, it will get it, okay? So the users or the 7-Eleven can easier to identify and then track inventory. Where is it? And then how much is in the store, how much is on the shelf, how much is in the storeroom, so on. So the real benefit is we have greatest data storage than barcode. Barcode maybe only giving you prices, product information, a little bit of that, but an RFID can tell you more. It's like when does it deliver, the expiring date, and so on. Okay, and another thing, it can enhance data accuracy. Okay, moving on. Okay, so we are going to conclude our presentation. So as we have studied, the current system of 7-Eleven is using now is periodic system. So periodic system is also quite good. Okay, it's enable the inventory to be tracked manually and periodically at regular interval, which means like once in the month or twice in the month. And we have to carry on monthly audits on each of the branch to check the inventory count, whether it is correctly done or not. And most of the 7-Eleven stores, they use barcodes for the inventory. And also they use ISP and Android in assisting their inventory management. So we have concluded on the current system strengths and weaknesses. Okay, the strength is uh, that 7-Eleven don't have to appoint a permanent employee. It doesn't have to be always the same person to do the physical counting of this merchandise inventory. And the system is it can be applied for all business organization. It can be a very big 7-Eleven store or a smaller one. And the store tax is only done monthly, so which is once a month. It is not very redundant, and normal activities of the businesses are not hampered. So it's like other days then the store tax that once in a month, the other days is fine. Okay, you can carry on a business as usual. And the result, the quantity of the stock take is reliable. Okay, so looking to the weaknesses, it is right that the other 29 days of the month, the normal activities of the business is can be carried on normal. But the day that we are looking at stock take, the business is almost suspended. Okay, because when we are counting the stock, we cannot have any sales going on anymore. Okay, so business has to stop. And but you don't want to lose too much business, so you have to do it quickly. So there's a chance of fraud or forgery or maybe just mistake. Okay, and that's the reason why sometimes the inventory doesn't match with our record. So, and we have just explained to you our suggestion to replace this current system, which is a perpetual system and RFID tags. So that's it from our group. Thank you.